What was the urban legend at your school that turned out to be completely true? Everyone at Lincoln High whispered about the tunnel system under the school. According to legend, maintenance tunnels connected the entire building underground, and students had used them for decades to skip class or sneak between buildings in winter. The story went that a kid named Adrian got trapped down there in the 90s and was never found. Administration always denied the tunnels existed. Teachers would get annoyed when students brought it up, saying it was dangerous misinformation. But my friend Lucas swore his older brother had been down there sophomore year. Senior year, I got detention for falling asleep in history class. Mr. Wallace assigned me to help the janitor, Vincent, organize storage in the basement. While moving boxes of old textbooks, I noticed a door behind a metal shelf that didn't match the others. It had no handle, just a keypad with numbers worn smooth from use. Vincent came around the corner and froze when he saw me staring at it. His whole body went rigid. Move away from there, he said quietly, not angry, scared. I asked what was behind it, and he shook his head. Nothing students need to worry about. We're done here. Go home. I left, but couldn't stop thinking about that door. The next week, I stayed late after basketball practice and snuck down to the basement with my phone flashlight. The door was still there. I tried random codes. Nothing worked. Then I remembered the year the school was built, 1981. I typed it in. The keypad beeped green and something clicked. The door swung open to reveal a concrete staircase going down into darkness. The air smelled like mold and rust. I should have left, but I'd spent 4 years hearing about these tunnels. I had to know if they were real. The stairs led to a narrow tunnel with exposed pipes running along the ceiling. Fluorescent lights flickered overhead, some working, most dead. I walked for maybe 5 minutes, my footsteps echoing off concrete walls covered in decades of graffiti. Class of 98. Megan was here. The deeper I went, the colder it got. I found branching tunnels with hand-drawn maps spray-painted on walls, showing routes to different buildings. The gym, the cafeteria, the auditorium. This wasn't some abandoned maintenance corridor. This was an actual working tunnel system students had been using for years. Then I found the first backpack, just sitting against the wall covered in dust. I opened it. Student ID from 2003. Notebooks. A calculator. All left behind. 20 feet later, another backpack. Then another. All from different years spanning back to the late 90s. I kept walking until the tunnel split into 3 directions. No maps here, no graffiti, just darkness and that smell getting stronger. I chose the middle path and immediately regretted it. The tunnel got narrower and the ceiling lower. I had to duck, then crouch. Then the flashlight caught something on the ground. A shoe, just one sneaker, Nike, looked relatively new, maybe a few years old at most. Further ahead, I saw clothes scattered across the tunnel floor. A jacket, jeans, a phone with a cracked screen. I picked it up, dead, obviously, but the case had a sticker from our school's radio station. My heart started pounding because this wasn't 20-year-old Adrian. This was recent. I turned around to leave and my light caught something I'd walked past. Scratches on the wall, deep gouges in the concrete spelling out words. Can't find the way back. Day 3. So thirsty. I ran. Didn't care about being quiet or careful. Just ran back the way I came, my phone light bouncing wildly off walls as I sprinted through those tunnels. I burst through the basement door gasping and Vincent was standing right there, mop in hand, staring at me. You went down, he said, not a question. I nodded, trying to catch my breath. He sighed and pulled out his phone. This is Vincent. We have another situation. Basement door. Kid found the tunnels. He hung up and looked at me with this exhausted expression. How far did you get? I told him about the scratches on the wall, the scattered belongings, the messages. Vincent's face went gray. That's the 3rd one this year. They keep going down there. We keep telling them not to. The tunnels aren't laid out logically. They were built in sections over 40 years by different contractors. Some dead end, some loop back, some just keep going until you run out of phone battery and can't find your way back in the dark. 2 men in suits arrived 20 minutes later. Not police, school district officials, Vincent said. They asked what I saw, made me sign something promising not to discuss the tunnels publicly, and warned that trespassing charges could affect my college applications. They never mentioned Adrian's name, but I asked anyway. One of them finally nodded. Adrian Weiss, missing since 1996. They found his remains in 2008 during a pipe repair. He'd gotten disoriented, went deeper instead of back, and collapsed from dehydration about 300 feet from the nearest exit. The other official added, 3 more since then. The most recent was 6 months ago. We've been trying to seal access points, but students keep finding ways in. They welded the basement door shut that night.